you're new to my channel, what? Mama. I can't remember.
Welcome to the mother. Mama.
Welcome to the channel.
No, but you're not gonna swear. You're not gonna swear. You're just going to keep it like the same way.
Yeah, welcome to Tina's channel.
No, that's not my intro. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the mother.
Letso gang.
This is a new series this year that I am naming The Couch with Letso. This series is all about intimacy, all about honesty, all about vulnerability, all about being honest and truthful within yourself, about conversations and topics that just go on in your daily lives. I'm trying to basically accommodate and just connect with my audience on a deeper level, with everyone that I may be bringing to the channel. So my first guest is my mom.
Hi.
You can introduce yourself to the people.
Okay, so I'm the mom. I'm Dudu. My name is Dudu Madumo. I am Telma's mother. Yeah.
We're gonna jump straight into it, okay? We're not gonna waste time. So this is gonna be like a little get to know us, like our relationship, how we are, and just to let people know that you can have a relationship like this, you know.
Yeah.
And there's still boundaries to it. So
Yeah.
still, I know my line, but let's be open, honest, and truthful, you know, and vulnerable. Okay, let's first dive into the fact that I am 22 and you're the age that you are, which people don't need to know. Right? But my mom had me.
I'm not ashamed.
Okay, you want to say your age?
Well, I had you when I was.
The people will they will work it out for themselves. So my mom had me when she wasn't really young, because kids are having kids at
19.
At
20.
12.
Yeah.
You know? So my mom had me when she was very young, and a lot of people are having kids at a very, very young age, and I think that it's a topic that we should dive into at this day and age. So I want to know, how was it to have me at the age that you were at, and how was the response with everyone around you when that happened?
It was really life-changing, because I don't think I was expecting the changes that happened to me, but also it was a gift. You are a gift.
I am a gift.
You are a gift, and
I am a gift.
yeah. Oh wow. Okay. It comes with its own challenges. Okay. It actually makes you grow up before the time that you thought you grew up at, and it gives you a sense of responsibility as well, because now you have this person that needs your undivided attention, and they need to feed off your energy as well. And so I was very lively. So I needed to be at her pace, but having to sacrifice a lot of things as well was another thing. And yeah, it was a journey. It's been a journey.
It still is a journey. And I think for me, I'm going to share my experience of having a young mom. Young mom. She's not that young, but she's a young mom compared to people her age, right? I think for me, I love the experience. Like, if I was ready to have a child at this age, I think I would have a child if I was young, because I think it creates a bond that is inseparable, because you guys are both growing up together.
Yeah.
You guys are both like changing, transforming into human beings. You guys are growing up together, literally. Like, one person is going through their own thing, the other person is going through their other thing, and unfortunately you guys just both need to meet each other somewhere at the end of the day. But how was the reaction for everyone, like, around you? I know I was not planned.
The first feeling, or the first thing, was the shock. I think everyone was shocked that
what
so Dudu is
you are a naughty girl.
Yeah. So Yeah, it was a shocker for everybody, but I don't think it was really a shocker to the level where people were that surprised, because I was really in a relationship that everybody already
Knew that
that they were
sooner or
extremely
later.
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, when it came, I think there's a lot of judgment. There's a lot of judgment when you have a baby at a young age. There's a lot of questions being asked. I think from a parental point of view, there's an element of am I doing right by my kid? Did I actually teach
Where did I
them?
go wrong?
Where did I go wrong? Yeah, and it just raises a lot of flags from a parent point of view. But yeah, from people's perspective, yeah, I think they were shocked. But honestly and truth speaking,
You are
I was
just
not interested in how people felt.
That's good. I don't think that we should care about what people say anyway. I'm here. I mean, look at me today. Now I'm trying to flip the script. What would you do if I told you that I'm pregnant, like next year or in 2 years' time, or even at the end of the year? I'm like, yo, game's a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. I knew what I was doing when I did it.
Yes, because it's not a mistake. I mean, I always say that I'm testimony to my kids with everything that have happened in my life.
Everything that has happened.
Everything that has happened. Yes. Everything that has happened. We're not going to teach each other English.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything that
has happened. I always try to be a testimony for them. So if she were to come here or come to me and tell me that you are pregnant, I mean, I would be disappointed, because me and you have this close relationship, and
we speak about these things.
speak about these things. I mean, we are extremely open with each other. So for you to decide to
go and make that decision before life has even kick-started.
I mean, at the moment you are still very
I'm a baby self. Yeah,
you're still trying to find your feet. And I would think that you would wait until you are a little bit mature and a little bit into your life. I'm saying at least have your independence.
Fit into me.
Yes, have your independence. Eat your life.
Eat my money.
Your money. And then think about the kids later. Yeah, but I don't think I'd be happy with that decision. No, I don't think I'd be happy with that decision.
I don't think she's ready as well. Jay, also her to be a grandmother. Let's just put that out there. She's not ready to be a grandmother. It's not even about me falling pregnant. I feel like parents have like this thing where they say, my child, I'll be very disappointed. Yes, the disappointment is definitely going to be there because you're young and you're supposed to be finding your feet and finding yourself out there in the world, and then you decide to have a child and then you lose yourself, right? In the process of everything, you do lose yourself because now you're looking after someone else's emotions and everything. Your
priorities completely change.
Exactly. So now if I'm 22 and I have a child, my identity and my being disappears into this little person that has now
for a little while it does disappear. It's how you pick yourself up as well from that. Although the child will remain there, but you as an individual need to pick yourself up and say, how do I move forward with this child? Yeah.
But I'm not having kids anytime soon. It was just a very, very serious topic that a lot of people go through.
There are some people that are destined to have kids at a young age, and
like you, look at you.
Yeah, and then there are kids that are destined to have kids at a later age. I just think we shouldn't actually bottle something up, or maybe put everything in a group and say, no, this time or this time. Your destiny is unknown at this point. And if the creator wants you to have a child at a young age, it's gonna happen whether you like it or not. Unfortunately, that's life. And as much as we think that we're in control, we're actually not in control.
Still under the kids section, the life and everything regarding kids. I have 3 siblings. I have 1 from my mother's side and 2 from my dad's side, right? And my mother's an only child. So I want to understand how how do you feel? How does it feel being an only child in a world where you're surrounded by so many people that have siblings and that have support around them? And how do you work around everything? I mean, I'm your girl. Like, you basically have a sibling in me, but like, how does it feel like to be alone? Let's just put it the way it is. Yeah.
It's exhausting. It's sad. It's painful. There is absolutely nothing as painful as being alone. Not in a sense that life becomes a pain,
Or lonely.
but
You're lonely.
yeah, it's loneliness because you need to make all the decisions. So sometimes when you have, I believe when you have siblings, you actually have a collaborated session where you guys are going to make decisions together.
Yes.
But when you are alone, everything falls on your shoulders and it becomes you and you alone. If it's a bad decision, it becomes a bad decision and you need to deal with the consequences of that decision. And not that the siblings are not gonna make bad decisions, but yeah, it's a lonely life. Being alone, I wouldn't advise it for anyone. If you are out there and you feel you just want to have one child, trust me, you are going to make that child suffer. So, yeah.
And mama, there's no good connotation to it. Like, there's no really.
No, there's no good connotation. In life, you need to at least share something with someone. And if you don't have, it also makes you closed up in a sense, in the sense that trust become trust becomes such a big thing because at the end of the day you are used to being
reserved.
Yes, this one person. So it's actually difficult to trust people around you,
to maneuver life
as a whole, to believe that some people are out there for goodness. It becomes a struggle. As you grow older, that's when you open up more. But when you're younger, it's hard. It's really hard to open up and be vulnerable with just anyone. But if you had siblings, I don't have, but I believe the siblings are better in a sense that you are able to have these discussions with them.
I am technically also an only child when you look at things for what they truly are.
No,
mama, like when you look at things for what they truly are, there's one child from the other side, there's two children from the other side, but between you and the person you decided to have a baby with me,
have a baby with?
Yes.
You were
I'm
teaching
alone.
me English.
Okay. I'm alone, Kiwane. But I'm not alone. But when we look at the reality of things, I'm also alone. Like, I'm also an only child. And I think the reason why I was an only child for a very long time as well.
For 6 years.
That's a long time. I in that 6 years there was no one. Yes, I had cousins, I had all these people, but I was alone. You know. But obviously, as I grew up, I started getting siblings and all of that stuff because you guys started making kids. Yeah, you guys wanted more kids. So I don't know. I don't want to say I get how you feel when I was 6 years old because
No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, I don't. So yeah, but the reality is that being an only child, I don't think it's the best thing ever.
No.
And she says that there's no good thing about it. So to those that want to have kids, guys, have more than one kid. I actually wanted to have one child, by the way. But yeah, I will have 2 kids next. Right, but from my point of view, you can see what we're doing here now, right? So for me, I think that having siblings is actually like one of the coolest things ever, because and I think for me as a firstborn, it's even worse because you have people that look up to you. Like, there's people that take certain things from you, and you see it every day, and you're like, why do you want to be me so bad? What? Why do you want to be me so bad? You know, and it's not like they want to be you. They just grow up around you and they see all these things that you do and they're like, oh, this is nice, this is cool, this is, I would like to do this. Like, for example, like my sister started being so much into makeup when I started doing makeup, and I was like, girl, why are you guys? And by the way, it's just girls. Like literally, we don't have no boys at all. I like that, but I'm a boy. I believe that I am a boy in a girl's body. But I love my siblings, and I don't think I would trade anything for them. And for anyone who doesn't have a sibling out there, I just want to say that the people that are around you are your siblings. There are people around you that feel like siblings, like your cousins. There are friends that feel like your sister. Like you have friends that feel like sisters, right?
But it's a relationship that you need to build. If you are going to sit in your own corner as an only child and not create these relationships, then you are going to feel lonely for a long time. So it's you going out there and just trusting the process and thinking that if I do engage with whoever, also you need to make an analysis on whether the people are actually good for you or not. Yeah, and if they are, then you stick by them. You actually draw them closer. But if they are not, then you are going to be miserable because you are used to this loneliness. And when a person is not giving you the attention or the time of day, it becomes a problem for you because
it also has an attachment issue to it, because now when someone becomes close to you and you've never had someone close to you, and then they now disappear or whatever you will never ever want to connect with anybody else, and then it's now a trauma case. We are moving swiftly now. These conversations, they're coming together.
Okay.
Speaking on loneliness, I want us to step into relationships and the type of people that you have around you, not only like in terms of love and male species, but friendship, family relationships, and all of that. How do you balance everything out? Work, kids, relationship. How have you been able to just be the woman that you are today? My mom inspires me, guys, so much, and anyone who knows me and knows my mom knows how much of a hard worker my mom is. And I'm not only saying this to the camera, she knows. Like, I tell her this every single day. Like, she is such a hardworking woman, and it's not easy to balance all these like things out in life. Like, you'll end up crumbling at the end of the day. You're a human being. So how do you juggle everything?
It's priorities. It's being able to prioritize. Sometimes when it's priorities and boundaries. If you can master those two things in life, you will definitely win. It's difficult when you're a single mom, especially, to balance everything out. Oh my god, it's hard, guys, because you want to be the superwoman at work, then you want to be the superwoman at home, then you want to be the superwoman for everybody, but and it's just not possible.
And then it's that stuff that kills relationships when you try and get into a relationship, because you find a man, then a man says, I want to provide for you, and you're like, no, I can do it myself.
No, I don't say
no. You don't say no, you say
bring it. Oh no. For me personally, providing is actually very important, because if you're not providing, then what are you? What's your purpose? What's your purpose in my life?
You're right.
Yeah, because it's even said in the Bible, man is a provider and a protector, and they must love you. Ours as women is to submit.
That's it, guys. Stop trying to be dominant women, guys.
You're not even supposed to love, guys. You're not even supposed to love, but you go around and love.
You want to laugh
and love them over the top, and then shame.
Then they come back, then they break your heart. But I think that being submissive does come with being in love. Mama, being in love makes you submissive. Yes. There's no way that you can't. You're gonna be in love and then you're not gonna be submissive. And but my problem with that, so I can we on the being alone, singleness, all of that, right? There's a lot of single women that fail. Not fail, but find it hard, struggle to get into relationships, because they have found power within themselves, and the stigma of I don't need a man carries them in life. But if we're being honest, guys, every woman needs a man and every man needs a woman. There are women that are built in life to be alone, or men that are built in life to be alone. Same with the conversation that we had before we got to this one. There's people that are made in life to be alone. They are okay with being alone. But for me personally, like in my point of view, and the 22-year-old that I am now and how I've viewed life, women and men need each other. Like, let's stop pretending like I don't need men or I don't need women. I'm like that. I was like that in high school. I don't know because they broke my heart.
Mm.
Yeah, they broke my heart in high school. So I was just like, I'm over this men thing. But every time you get heartbroken, you will always say, I'm done with men, or whatever. It's just part of the process. But we need each other. Guys,
no, for sure. Like, this is a circle of life. Circle of life requires one to gravitate towards another. If you are a female, you gravitate towards a male.
Sometimes you don't gravitate towards a male. Sometimes male gravitate towards male.
No, it's fine. Yeah, whatever that is, whatever. It happens. It does happen, and we are not against it because we are that different. We need to understand that as individuals we are that different, and if one wants to go with the other gender, it's okay. Really, it's fine.
Wait, but I'm just saying. Sorry to cut you. Before we move on, would you accept me if I was lesbian?
Yeah.
Really?
Why not?
Oh. You're not homophobic.
No, I'm not. I think as growing up, right? As you grow older, the generational difference is so massive that you need to acclimatize very quickly to what is happening out there. So, for me, I wouldn't even judge. I mean, I feel it's an experiment.
It is an experiment.
It's an experience, you know. So some people want to try one side and the other side, you know, and then they make their decision based on whatever side they choose. They liked. And and yeah, that's that for
me.
And
when you chose your side?
Me, my side.
Yeah. I said you chose your side.
I say.
I mean, we are here.
It's the one side. It's not the other. But I have no problems with friends choosing the other side. It's really not an issue for me. It can never be an issue. And hence, I will not have an issue with any of you guys choosing the other side. It's a decision that needs to come from you. And if when you feel you want to go try it out, who am I to stop you? Am I going to judge you and say
you can't? No, you actually.
I don't even have the right.
You know, because you grow into your own person. Like I don't. You know, I'll never understand parents that are homophobic. Like ever. Like wana utako wena anko wena papa nake rataba shiman. And as a dad, you sit and you question yourself because your son is gay. No. Why? Like your son chose to be gay. This is a decision.
No, they didn't choose actually.
You choose.
Some choose, but it's not really a choice. It's not really a choice because it's hormonal. It's something that is built inside.
Yes, I feel like some people are born with it.
People, it's really something that they are born with. But for others, it's choosing what's best for you because you're like, I'm done choosing the other gender. I just wanna see what's happening on the other side. And it becomes a norm. Yeah, it becomes a choice, and you go with your choice. And then at some point, you remove yourself from that choice again. Everybody makes decisions, guys. And if ever you choose whatever that you are choosing, you just need to understand what are the consequences and how is this going to build me. At the end of the day, that's it.
That's it. And if it makes you happy, even to it makes you happy. It makes you happy.
Who am I to judge?
So let's go back to the topic. I just diverted from the main topic when we were speaking about women and men and love and being alone and all that stuff. So, why is it so hard? Why do you feel like it's hard for you to find love?
I just feel I make bad choices. I think I just made bad choices, and now as I grow older, it's becoming hard because as you grow older, you know exactly what you want, and life, as it were, has changed so much that even men at times they are also very confused in terms of what they want.
Men are always confused.
Yeah. So, personally, I would say when I was making my choices at that time, I thought they were good choices.
But
I thought they were okay
exactly, that's what I
choices.
was about to say. I don't want
Yeah.
to disturb you, but I feel like it was not a bad choice for you at that point in time. We like beating ourselves up as human beings, where we say to ourselves, but you said that you made bad choices. It wasn't a bad choice.
Okay, it wasn't. At that time, it wasn't. That's why I'm rectifying it and saying, at the time, I thought I made the good choice.
But when you come
back and reanalyze, and you're like, maybe I didn't make a good choice. I didn't. You know, when you grow up and you. This is why, for me, it's really important for fathers to be fathers.
We are coming there.
Because if you're a father to your daughter will never struggle with choosing.
Ever.
Then,
a man in general.
Then your daughter will never struggle to choose. There is no way that you.
It's the same way when a son has been brought up by a good, loving woman, they will never ever struggle choosing or knowing a good, loving woman.
Yeah.
If you've been brought up by a father who's actively there for you, shows you love, shows you care, and all these things,
you know what
the moment you gravitate towards that,
you know what is good for you, and what is good for you is almost similar to the father figure that you have. And you are not going to compare all of them with your father. Exactly, but you are going to want the qualities that your father has or has given you.
Because he was a good man to you. Yes. And he was a good man to your mother.
Yeah.
You see love and you want that for yourself.
Yeah.
So we're coming to that now, okay? Father figures, okay. My mom didn't grow up with her dad. She grew up with her mom, but that's another story for another day. I don't think we need to go into depth regarding that. But I grew up with my dad. But as I grew older, I don't know what necessarily happened, but I think life just happened and we started growing apart. I think we just realized that I actually don't know. I wish I could explain it. Like I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know. But how do you feel about fathers taking a step back from their children's lives? And let's not take this. Let's not make it personal.
Me, I'm saying no. It's gonna be personal.
Okay.
Because it is personal.
Yeah, it is personal.
Because when you bring a child to this world, your responsibility, your fundamental responsibility is to take care of the child.
Right.
It is to make sure that the child lives, the child gets protected, the child gets what they require. The child is loved more than anything. The child is assured almost all the time. And then you decide when at some point that you are not going to. You are stepping out of these responsibilities.
I'm out.
For me, the issue is how do you even get to that decision as a dad? How do you even get to that decision where you are like, my job is done? And why is it that for me as the mother,
your job is
my job is never done?
Your job doesn't end.
And also, we can also flip the coin because we have the same issue with mothers who literally gave away their kids to their dads and they expect the dads to do everything. So for me, it's just forgetting that you have that sense of responsibility because you decided and it happened. This child is here
and they're growing, mama, and they're growing, and this child is becoming their own human beings. And your actions, actually, I'm just gonna dive straight into it. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Your actions as a parent affect your kids. Let us stop running away from the fact that as a parent, you need to be responsible within your actions and actually take accountability for your own actions. Yes, you are your own human being and you're learning and you're growing in yourself, but you've brought in another human being. You have no right, by no means, to say, I am out, I can't handle this. Where must the pressure go to? To who must the pressure go to? At the end of the day, what parents continue to do to their kids at a young age and an old age, but mostly it's at a young age where we are growing into our own human beings and we're realizing that there's love that's lacking here, there's care that's lacking here. This person doesn't want to make sure that I'm okay, this person's not calling me, this person not checking up on me. Do I have a parent? sleep at night as a parent, not knowing what is going on in your child's life. You have a child. You have a child on earth. How do you wake up, sleep, eat, drive, speak to people every single day, and you don't even think to yourself, I wonder what was wrong?
No, some people are unconscious like that. They're not conscious. It's that mentality that in any event she's fine, or he or she is fine, because I mean the mom will see to finish.
Exactly, or the dad will see to finish.
So it's that mentality. It's a horrible.
It's a horrible mentality. You guys are messing your kids up.
It's
You're messing
breaking the society actually, because you are just creating monsters out of these kids and
monsters. It's sad. It's a very sad reality, because there's a lot of us that are in these situations. I know that for a fact. There's a lot of people who have mom issues, dad issues, family issues as a whole. Like, where you are so affected by what's going on that you even end up changing yourself and you become something that you didn't ever think you would be. And now people start saying, yeah, you've changed. I didn't change. Life changed me. The situations that my parents have put me in has changed me, because at the end of the day, you guys are my parents. You're supposed to be my leading, the people that I run to in times of need. If I can't run to you as a parent, exactly. If I can't run to you as a parent, Mama, what are you here for? What are you here for? If you don't know that today I was feeling sad, or if you can't pick up that today, she's so moody. What have you been doing? Do you think you've been raising a child?
And now I don't want. You see, everything that you are saying is right. Now I don't like the fact that people make an excuse with the fact that they don't stay with the kid. But if you're a present dad, you would know exactly how your child would be. It's there. It's instinct, guys. It's actually instinct. As a parent, when your child is not okay, you can feel that your child is not okay. But that comes with a lot of engagement, connection. It comes with a lot of work as well, because this relationship needs to grow into this space that
creates
natural.
It is natural. A parent and child relationship is not supposed to be hard.
Yeah. So some would say, no, but I don't even live with you guys, and now how am I supposed to? No, that's an excuse.
It is an excuse.
It is a
very lame excuse, because if you really wanted to, you would. And my problem is that we're not talking about seeing your friend on a weekend. This is your seed. It's your sperm.
It's your seed.
It's your egg. It's a sperm. Come together, embryo. You said, I am out. I don't want to be involved in this anymore. But you decided you want to go do the stuff with no plastic.
Your boy.
Mama, it makes no sense for me. It makes no sense for me. Guys, please can parents do better? I need parents, just to sum up this one as well. I just need parents. You also drop a gem message for the kids. I'll drop to the parents or to whoever. But from me, a 22-year-old, to the parents that could be watching this, or kids that are watching this, please show your parents this part that I'm about to say. I need you guys to understand that your actions in life will always affect your kids. And as much as you guys are human beings on your own, I completely understand that. But you need to take full responsibility of the fact that you have decided to bring this person on earth. And God has given you that responsibility. I always say that to handle it or exactly. So I need you to understand that you as parents, you need to deal with your own traumas before you have kids. Because you can't bring kids into a traumatic world and then expect them to be what you want them to be when you're not what you want to be in the first place. So parents, please, when you look at your child and you say, yeah, it's you. Don't blame anybody else. It's you. You are the problem. Because that child has been around you. That child has been brought up by you. You are not there for the child. You decided to disappear. You decided to not care. And when all of that is happening, what do you think is going on in a human being's mind? You are pushing that person away. And because you're pushing that person away, they end up starting to learn things on their own without your guidance. Do better as a parent. And don't bring kids into a messed up world. If you guys are not mentally stable. Okay? Because then little someone, and then after disability. And then after that, you're gonna say, Mudimu, why? But you are drinking and smoking and doing all these things. You blame God. It's on you. Thank you so much.
So, from a parent to children point of view, I would say, yeah. Now, personally, I've acknowledged this. I've acknowledged this because I've realized that we are doing wrong by our kids. We are doing so much wrong by our kids. And this doesn't only go to parents that are living in the same house, or parents that are not living in the same house, or married couples or single couples. It actually goes to other parents, because even the ones that are actually joined, they live in the same house, they struggle.
Problems.
They still struggle with ensuring that there's a conjoined relationship between them and their kids. So we are the problems, unfortunately. We are the problems, and the sooner we acknowledge that we are actually the problems, the better for you guys as children. To you children again, firstly, I'll repeat what I said 21st Letso. I said forgive us. Forgive us, because sometimes we actually have no idea.
You don't know what you're doing.
We have absolutely no idea that the consequences of what we are doing are that massive to you guys. We are thrown into parenthood, like we said. I was like very young. We are thrown into parenthood at a very young age at times. Sometimes others have the kids when they are extremely mature, and it's difficult to bring yourself back to that stage where you need to understand certain things and certain changes in life. So forgive us. We are still trying. We are trying to find our feet as parents. We are struggling to find our feet as parents. As parents in this difficult world that we are living in, there's just too many challenges.
So the next topic was actually related to whatever it is that you just said right now. Also, please don't forget to subscribe. Press the click there.
Just press the subscribe button.
Okay, yeah, just press the subscribe button. Okay. So, bringing up to how do you feel? Let me just rephrase that. How do you feel about this generation of kids? And how different is it from kids that are born 1999 to 2003, nah, that age gap, and then kids that are born after the World Cup?
Or in between.
Or in between, or before the World Cup, or after 2006. Let me say, when life was getting more technological, when life became more, when upgraded. How can an iPhone? Yeah.
No, but it's not even about the technological advances. It's not even about that. For me, it's about it's actually so vast. There's too many variables. One is that we cannot expect the children that were born before World Cup to be exactly the same as the ones that were born after World Cup. No, you didn't suffer. We suffered. Like, you cannot even compare yourself with us. Like, it's not going to happen.
We used to eat ngomas. These kids are eating cornflakes, frosties. We struggle.
I'm just saying, nah. We have bird, or what's the word? Board.
We have bird.
What is it?
We have bread.
Bread? Yeah, bread. Okay, board.
We have given bread.
We have.
What did you say?
We have. What?
Bread and butter.
We have.
Mama. Yeah. Like, what about education? These are the things that you're speaking of. We have.
Where is it?
We
gave back to a different generation. This generation is just another story. But I want to emphasize this point. Part of the reason why we are finding ourselves here now, it's because us, this generation of parents, we are trying to compensate
the trauma you guys went through.
we are definitely trying to compensate the trauma that we went through, and we are saying to ourselves, no, we don't want our kids to live the way we suffered or to encounter everything that we encountered. We want to give our kids better life. But I feel in return, we have messed up these kids.
You guys have messed
We
them up.
have created monsters in these kids. These kids, they have entitlement mentality.
Baleballa, guys. Baleballa, and you know what's crazy is that it's us that are now strict. Us. We are more strict than you guys now.
Yeah.
Because you guys are tired.
We are tired. We didn't think it was going to backfire the way it's backfiring. It is backfiring.
No, guys.
It is backfiring, trying to compensate. Like, that's why in life, there's absolutely no reason. There was no reason for us to compensate. We should have just taken things as they are and raise kids the way
you wanted to raise kids.
Yeah, the way we raised the earlier generation, which was you guys or us.
No, but also,
although we just need to acknowledge that things have changed as well. Yeah. So we should have just adjusted.
But it's hard to adjust.
Yeah, we should have just adjusted to the changes, not necessarily change the parenting.
No.
Now unfortunately, sorry to say this, but we have failed.
Guys, but what? Stand now. Enough is enough. Guys. They speak to you guys like, what's up, dog? And you guys say, what's up, Kudran? If I said that, you guys have become less strict, and I don't know what it is that's in the air. I don't know what it is that's in the air. But also, I feel like we are different because majority of the time we were brought up by your mothers or your fathers or your great grandparents, you know. So there was that strict mentality that was still instilled in us through you and through them, right? And because you suffered because of your parents, you used the same parenting method on me, which is why Nagi
a little bit
firm,
in the end.
Guys, there is no way. Like, these new age, the Gen Z, like, it's not even the Gen Z. I don't even know what to call them.
What gen they are, but they are just the Gen chaos.
Okay. Gen chaos, enough is enough. And I did the same thing, but like, it's worse. Like, it's 10 times worse. Like, I feel like the kids of now, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm not the kid of now, but the kids of now, they want to grow up so quick.
Too much pressure. And I think this too much pressure is just growing on them. Yes, partially it is social media.
Definitely. No, not partially.
No, actually it is social media because they are seeing things that they envy, that they would like to have, that they, all those things. And then they want to have them
quick.
Quick. And life is not about that. Life is not about that. And life you wait. Life you have to. What's the saying? Maratlamele ujale before ugodula. It's a translation.
You must
plant before
you pull.
Oh my God.
What is godula?
Harvest.
Plant before you harvest, right? Yes. Plant before you harvest. Stay in school, guys, and please stop using this. I can't wait to grow up.
No.
It's not nice. It's not nice here, guys. It's actually this. I wish I was 4 again.
Enjoy your time now. Enjoy your time. Don't be in a rush. There's absolutely no need to rush.
But it's human nature because you don't know what life has for you. It's still
but slow down.
Right?
You still need to calm down.
Relax.
Slow down. Accept that sometimes things are not gonna work out the way you want. Accept that you are still a child. Accept that you are still at school. Accept that you don't have money.
You are broke.
You don't have money. You are broke. Alone. And you are not going to force anyone to give you money because whether you want whatever that you want. You are not going to do that because it's not your money. Alright? Money. It should be, like I said, Plant,
harvest.
That's
You can't
great.
harvest and plant. It makes no sense. I don't know
Because
it's
if
just
a parent,
going to be
also
soil.
when a parent sees
Dry
that you are
soil.
humbling yourself
That's
and
soil.
you are literally becoming a child and appreciating everything that you are getting, and yeah, it gets better. It does get better because when you slow down a little bit, they tend to see.
You see what's in front of
They
you.
tend to see even yourselves. You get a better perspective of what is it that's out there and why would you want to be in such a hurry. And as parents, we see it as well. We say, okay, so at least now they have slowed down a bit. It means you're going to improve someone.
Definitely.
It means you're
self-introspecting. Go to you're feeding into yourself.
Yeah.
You're watering yourself.
Yes.
You become proud as a parent.
We become proud, and then we don't even mind doing certain things.
I get.
Yes.
We are in Cyril Ramaphosa's economy, guys. Things are tough. Okay, just work hard and just do what you know best, and just continue to work.
Don't be impatient. Be patient as well.
Yeah, trust the journey. Trust the process.
patient.
We posted that in the status today. We said trust the process.
Always trust the process or the time.
Do you think money is the root of all evil?
Money is a necessity.
Do you think money is the root of all evil?
No, money is a necessity. We just worship money.
Life is nothing without money, Mom.
We worship money. So we worship money. We just want money to just come. We want money
but what is life without money?
No, but money, we need money. Money is a necessity. When I say money is a necessity, it is required. It's a requirement because it enables.
It gives you the life that you want.
Yes, it enables a lot of things. But is money everything? Money is a necessity. I'm not gonna say money is everything. Money is a necessity.
I feel like, in my opinion, that's your opinion. In my opinion, and I'm not against your opinion. In my opinion, I feel like money is the root of all evil. People do evil things with money, Mama. And there's people that do good stuff with money, but the same people that do good stuff with money do evil stuff with money to get that good money. You know? And I'm coming to the topic of kids and my age mates being with older men for money, and trying to adjust to the fact that a 38-year-old man could be attracted to a 22-year-old woman. How does that make you feel?
Me?
Yes.
It's a problem.
It's a big problem.
It's a problem in a sense that I don't even understand how this older person decided to approach a 22-year-old person.
Sometimes 22-year-olds don't look 22.
That's the
other thing.
Yeah. On the topic of these relationships, there's a lot with this relationship because even us, we are problematic.
Yes, you guys are.
Us who are also single or not necessarily single. Others are married and they still do weird things. So, some of us, some of the age group, my age group, we gravitate towards the younger boys.
Because why?
The younger generation.
Why?
Because life is not as interesting
with the older guy.
The older guy.
They are so boring.
Oh yeah. So yeah. So it's the topic of relationship.
This one is
deep.
Yeah, it's very deep.
I think it requires another discussion.
But I will have these conversations with people my age. I think that one it needs a shovel.
Yeah.
But I think that the world is losing morality. I personally feel like, but also the world has always.
It's because of man? You think it's because of man?
I think it's because everyone is in need of their own thing. One person wants the one thing, and the other person wants the other thing. And a lot of relationships in the world have become very transactional. A lot of them. A lot of relationships in the world have become transactional. I'm going to call a spade and stop running away from the truth. There's a lot of people that need money and there's a lot of people that need sex. Men need sex, women need money.
The reality of the matter is that it's like that, and yeah, and it's unfortunate that we even say we are losing morality, but fact of the matter is we are losing parents. We're losing people that are supposed to direct us. We are losing. For me personally, if you
This topic is deep.
it's very deep. I don't see how you would gravitate towards
A
a
22-year-old.
22-year-old or a 38-year-old at 22 if you were provided for properly.
Yeah, what do you want?
What do you? So for me, there's a breakdown in.
There's something missing.
Yeah,
in both parties. Yes.
There's a missing link, and I just feel it's
unsolvable.
It's unsolvable.
Yeah.
It's a lack of love. It's a lack of something. It's always some gap that needs to be filled in order to have this
world. This world. Guys, I'm not gonna go too deep into that.
Yeah, because it's quite deep. This one, it's very complex.
It's very complex.
Yeah, it's a very complex topic. Biblically, everything that we've just discussed now is not allowed.
It's not.
Also, it's circumstances. It's almost all the time.
And let me tell you something. Majority of the time, it's all for survival. Guys, I'm going to wrap this topic up, and I'm just going to say that this was a very interesting chat between me and my mom. Me and my mom had these chats. We're just having them on camera today because this is the couch with Letso. So we're going to have these open and honest conversations, not just with her. I'm going to have different guests come in every week. And I hope that you guys can be able to engage even in the comment section. If you relate to anything, please do talk about it in the comment section. Tag me on Instagram. Let's speak about it. Let's just be open and honest about what is going on in the world and what you're going through as well. If we've spoken about anything that is in relation to what you're going through. I just want to close it off with a very sad topic, which I feel like is very necessary in the world right now. The issue of mental illness. How do you feel about mental health?
One of the most sore topics now in this era that we live in. It's not something that is easy to grasp. First of all, maybe that's why people have these perceptions. Because when a person falls into depression, most of the time they're not even aware that they're actually falling into depression. There are obviously triggers, and most of the triggers are historical. Most of the triggers are mostly historical because there could be an issue that you've been avoiding in your life, or you've been avoiding to address in your life. And when something small, or maybe something major, because sometimes it can be small and sometimes it can be major, when it happens, then everything else comes back. So your subconscious literally decides it's time.
It's bringing back whatever happened when you were 16, when you were 12. It's bringing back everything.
Yeah, so it's a difficult topic to grasp by most people. It exists. It's there.
It's actively there.
It is a silent killer. Because people are mostly, when it happens, they are not aware that they've fallen into depression.
And also, they don't speak to anyone about it.
They don't speak to anyone. Yeah, but when you are depressed, you don't want to speak to anyone.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's there, guys. It happens a lot amongst children, teenagers.
Even older people.
Yeah, it does happen to people our age as well. Especially now with the changes in the economy, our financial situations, our instabilities at work, our instabilities at home, It is. It
It's
is
triggered
it's triggered by
it's
a lot. It's triggered by a lot, and yeah, it happens to all of us. It does happen. In fact, I know for a fact that it happened to Cyril this year. It happened to me as well this year. It attacks all of us. It attacks all of us.
And in a
And
different way.
in a
every
different
time.
way all the time. But one thing that I've noticed about us is that we are we don't want to face our problems.
We're scared.
We are scared to face our problems
And be honest about them.
Yeah, in the black society, or if there are other races that are listening, maybe in your race as well, I don't know. But in the black society, we are
We're
scared.
It's
We are
embarrassment
very
now.
scared to face our problems.
I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who continued to watch this video to the end. I appreciate your support. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification button and tell your friends that Letso is back with a segment in her channel called The Couch with Letso. And this was my guest. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you. Love you too.
Okay guys.
Bye.